Oh, what's up you guys? I'm not amazing, I'm just mediocre. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are celebrating the release of Apex Legends Season 4 Assimilation, a brand new Legend Revenant, and then a host of new changes brought with the patch. And we're going to talk about the very important changes that happened right now. First, we have our new Legend Revenant. He's consumed by hate and obsessed with revenge, using unnatural abilities to haunt his enemies and defy death. His passive ability is Stalker. You can crouch walk faster and climb higher up walls. Crouch walking is about standard running speed, so not sprinting speed, but standard running speed. Moves quite fast. And then the tactical is Silence. Throws a device that deals damage and disables enemy abilities for 10 seconds. Very useful for preventing people raids from escaping. And then the ultimate is the Death Totem. Drops a totem that protects users from death instead of getting killed or down, and you will return to the totem with 1 health. He also has a low profile where he takes 5% less damage. We'll go a little bit more into detail about Revenant's abilities in a separate video where I do an in-depth guide for this legend, but for now we're going to move on to the new weapon, the Sentinel Sniper Rifle. They describe the Sentinel as a bolt-action sniper rifle, effective at medium to long range. And if the player presses the fire select button with a shield battery equipped, it will consume the shield battery from your inventory and temporarily put the Sentinel in an energized state. And while energized, this rifle fires projectiles that deal massive damage to shields. Now, testing this out in the firing range, we discovered that this will crack literally any shield. It will do 100 damage to any shield. However, this energized state has no effect on base health. For example, the Sentinel has 130 damage headshot. Even if your shots are energized, landing a headshot does not increase that damage. It will only help you in terms of body shots. A body shot is worth 65, and standard energized will hit for 100 on a target. But even if that target has partial shields, it will not actually do extra damage to the base. So if the character has only 50 health, it'll do the 65 damage. If the character has the 75 shields, it'll do 75 damage to the shields. If the character has purple or gold, it'll do the 100 damage to the shields. But it's only effective on the shields. Now, moving on. The map date on the design side, I talked a lot about this in my last video, is to engage the player in different directions and try to change the way they engage the map, as well as make the center a little bit less scary to be in, where that wide open space was kind of scary. Now we have this a little bit more self-contained area that's not as easy to get third-partied in. We have the Planet Harvester in the center, brand new, giant, impossible to miss, and it's completely changed the lighting effects on the map. We also have Capital City split in two with the giant fissure. Then we have the updrafts, where any of the giant fissures in the ground, if you jump through them or into them, you will be lifted up from them. It does kind of hurt you, but it's a way that you could potentially escape from a battle that you're losing and get to the other side and away. We also have the survey camp, small point of interest, but the only place where you can find weapon racks, guaranteed weapons placed on racks, just like the kind you would find in the firing range. We also have ranked series 3. Just going a splits for this season. We have 6 weeks of ranked play before a reset. They're adding a master tier, and Apex Predators are only the top 500 by every platform. Soft reset and scoring are the same, but the soft reset is at every split. Dive trails will move to a seasonal reward model, but Series 1 and 2 players are grandfathered in. And one more thing that they don't say in the patch notes, but that I noticed here, is that you have to be very close to another legend in rank in order to actually play with them. You have to be 1 tier away from them, and this appears to be even not gold to silver or silver to bronze, but gold 4 to gold 3 or gold 3 to gold 2. You have to be 1 rank in order to play with them. So this is going to stop people who have been creating Smurf accounts to help their lower tier friends get up from diamonds and still be able to enjoy the rank play. So we're really trying to work on, the integrity of their competitive play, and I really appreciate that. Now, there's also been a big change to the loot and the weapons. There's an entire new loot pool called the snipers. We have sniper ammo now. This is blue ammo. It's 10 shots per pickup, and all these snipers now share this type: the Sentinel, the longbow, the triple take, and the charge rifle, which now uses 1 sniper ammo per shot. They have extended sniper magazines, and so all of these rifles only use sniper ammo, and they're the only ones that can take sniper rifle attachment. You might notice that the G7 Scout was no longer in there. That's because it's considered an assault rifle now. Energy ammo now gives 30 ammo per pickup instead of 20, because the only ammo that players would find is those next to the energy weapons. So they allowed you to actually find more energy ammo with the weapons that are laying around. And they also removed the turbocharger and extended energy mags from the game. Speaking of energy weapons, there's been a large change to the L-Star. The L-Star and Devotion have practically switched places, so the L-Stars no longer equate weapon and can be found on the ground using energy ammo. Reloading has been removed. There are no magazines at all on the L-Star. It just sucks from your entire loot pool, your entire ammo pool, but it will overheat after sustained fire. So if you just hold the button down, you can have your crystal crack and have to replace your crystal after about 25 rounds. But if you burst fire, you can fire hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of rounds of energy ammo without ever having to reload. So the L-Star is looking to be a very powerful weapon this season. So, like I said, Devotion switched places because the Devotion, the data show them that a fully kitted Devotion is one of the strongest weapons in the entire game and can work at the crate power level. So it's been removed from the loot pool and put into the crate. It has a turbocharger on it. It has its magazine size of 54 and 3 of those mags, the one you start with, and 2 extras. They also balanced out the Havoc a little bit, giving the select fire hop-up more usefulness with a half a second time between shots, and then they kind of chilled out the horizontal recoil on the Havoc too. Balanced a little bit to the 99, a little bit to the Prowler, a little bit to the Hemlock, increasing the single shot fire to make it compete with the G7 Scout. Adjusted some wingman size, some EVA double tap kind of stuff. And Legend fixes, Bloodhound now has a change where downing but not killing players will add seconds to the Beast of the Hunt timer, so you can actually increase the possible starting time, exceed the starting time with successive kills. And the Crypto EMP no longer destroys friendly Gibraltar dome shields, and dome shields can no longer be stuck to the drone. So there's a whole bunch of other bug fixes and quality of life stuff that I'm not going to sit here and get into, but what's important is that they did make a matchmaking update. With this patch, we'll be pushing out changes globally to matchmaking that we've been testing out in specific regions. We're well aware that this has been a contentious topic among players and there's been some misinformation out there, so just to be clear, skill-based matchmaking has existed in Apex since launch and will be continuing to improve it over time. Okay, alright. Well, that's your answer on your skill-based matchmaking guide. It's existed since the whole time, and they're working on it. And those are about all the major patch updates, where we have big changes to the weapon balance, no hop-ups brought in, turbocharger removed, G7 kind of taken down just a little bit, and brought into the assault rifle class, and now snipers are like a lot more specialized, it looks like. So lots of exciting changes for this season, and I'm going to be definitely making a video about Revenant and how to best utilize his abilities, so please make sure you stay tuned for that one. In the meantime, I'm not amazing and I'm just mediocre, and I'm out.